leaders are. Kama Raila, like if we go to Nandamana the other time, Raila was coming, the party leader was coming and whatever, you know.
He had the power because he had the backup.
Yeah, if we can have this leader, and then now we are his or her backup.
Yeah,
and
actually, it can be something.
It is a very, very much effective because now that if they want to talk to us, they take the leaders to the table and they literally talk.
Exactly.
And now leader pia ni mtu mwenye anajua ana represent venye inafaa. Yeah, yes, we just leaderless, we're tribeless, we are whatever, you know. It's good to be tribeless, but leaderless, hapo sasa ndo shida.
Because even the world has a builder, who is God. Yeah. So we should have that person who represents us. It talks, not that tomorrow when we have demos, it's Luther who will come up with an idea we are going to demonstrate. Or if not Luther, another person just from nowhere, just we are going to demonstrate. So that means being leaderless now gives a narrative that we fear. Nobody is brave enough as Gen Z to become a leader.
I'm telling you the truth, kwa tuna Gen Z fulani mmoja tu bazu mwenye ange, because there's a time that I believe that Morara could do it, but sasa pia story na yeah actually venye alianza history yote manze, people really believed in him. I don't know what happened,
but Kenyans are quick to believe in things.
I literally don't know what happened.
Those people who were in the demonstration, I can remember one person who was so vibrant in demonstration. He was how do you call it, abducted. There's this boy, man called Bob Jabi. In demonstration, that man was in front line. Not to lie. Leave alone this man called this one.
Now that went to Tanzania and then he was
whatever.
No,
Kasamuel. Leave alone Kasamuel. Kasamuel, those are jokers. I call him jokers. As a man who was in the street, I can call him a joker. He came there with that. How do you call it? That one which airs for his loud.
Oh, the Auja.
It's called the Auja. And he came with it down there talking like he's now the liberator. But people like Bob Njagi, those people who were on the front line, he stood somewhere and he could tell people those people are coming. Let us retrieve. Or now they are gone. Let us come back. No, but he was abducted. No one listens to Bob Njagi. He did his part, went away, and now he's resting somewhere. Yeah? They abducted him, but there were hashtags, this Bob Njagi and whatever. But these other people who are now being seen, where did they come from?
You know, because the problem, let me tell you, the only problem that we have with this Gen Z movement, everything is that atuna mseme akona guts, mwenye akona enough bro, you must have money in the world of today. You must have money. Hata kama Gen Z unatoka kwa familia fulani yenye uwezi guzwa, you see, like you have to be in this, these old money families. You have to be one of the people who come from the old money family, but you have the idea of the street. You know how the street is suffering, and you're very, very street smart, and you are for the people now. You really want to air these things out. You're not there for the money or whatever.
Yeah.
That is the only way Gen Z movement is up. Because mimi idea yangu is, man, we must form a party. We must form a party.
We should.
Na hii party lazima mtu kila Gen Z
fights for us.
Kila Gen Z aone yenyewe hii party ni legit. Hakuna mtu mwenye huwa anaongoa. Unajua everybody has that question. Customer question mark. Morala question mark. Question, like everybody has a question mark. No maana kuna people, okay, we believe in you, lakini sahi normal. If you can find someone bro mwenye question mark mwenye anaweza piga like even a year, we can just believe in one person for like a year too. Na yenyewe ndo mse wetu. We can really shake the government.
We can do a lot.
For real. We've not found our Raila. We've not found our Raila. Our Gen Z Raila. We've not found. Raila alishaenda handshake na sasa unajua. Not hayuko huku nomo. Kama tuzapata mtu akona that.
We might not be the people who will bring that change, but at least we can spark it. And sparking it starts from that. Finding a leader who can take us through, whom we can give a backup. No matter, it doesn't matter be it a lady or a woman. But then, what happens with these leaders who come up? There's this lady who came up, Kenya ni home. Where did that lady go? By the way, so, she used to be very vibrant. Kenya ni home. This lady from Vichekesho. Where did she go? People portrayed him. People tainted him bad. They tainted him as a bad person again.
See, that's the Buddha Gavin is a creator a million accounts leo abuse to na frustrate na one kama people hate you
to taint
account imekuwa created jana unaona one picture jana
because she was becoming so vibrant and she was making a lot of sense.
They really silent you kabla uende viral, you know. And
that is something that happened even the other day in Migori Gen Z millennial. So yesterday I was just resting. I'm one of the admins of the group. So yesterday I was just resting. Today we were supposed to have a demonstration. It was supposed to be a demonstration memorial for those who died in Aslay. So for us, we are trying to build something that is so organized as Migori youths or Gen Z millennials. Something that can fight for us. And this something, it needs to be registered because even parties are being registered. And that registration, we don't need to have the government, whatever, how do you call it? The government officials doing that are funding it. The politicians funding it. They fund it, they infiltrate it. That you know very well. It is their group now. These are my supporters. You must support them. You don't support them, it's like you are betraying their move, they kill you. And with that, I don't take them as bad people. Many of us are very aggressive. So we are different. You taint us bad, we clear with you. So this group was created, and this is the idea. People register, then let us go and register this thing today at the registrar's office of any of the association. Association which will fight for the youth of what? On Migori card. Well, if it be something big, the members will decide on their own because that is their money. It is not one particular person's money. And then there's this narrative that was being sold to the group members. I was just resting at home. I had done everything in the day and I was tired. I just wanted to listen to Tupac, some good music. And then now I get to see notification from my phone from WhatsApp. And then I click. Then I found that someone tagged me. Then going to the tag, I thought it's just a normal text. Then I just texted my sentence there, and then just a little bit some text started following. Where's the money? Share with us. I was like, what's not happening here? So someone took the advantage when I was not around, said that there are people who went to Kehanja. They are given certain amount, which is 300k. I don't know about 300k. They are given 300k. By a politician, an upcoming politician, gave placards written. How did that was say? Something on Yanga, something like that. And they were given placards in certain hotel. The person writing this is someone who is wise. Is a blogger. He knows what he's writing, and he writes it very smartly so that these people cannot tell this a lie, because he writes, the intel coming to me, the intel coming to me. For people to ask from which hotel was this happening, they don't ask. What they know is that these people have been championing for something that needs our money. These people are desperate for money. So whatever this thing is saying, this is true. They don't want to ask, where's that hotel in Kehanja? So that we may confirm
the
that.
lawyer just said a certain hotel.
You can't name the people. but it's tagging me. Are you the people? Why are you not speaking? Where are your colleagues? And you know, the group is being managed by people from different parts of this county. One from Migori, Suna West, one from Suna East, one from Rongo, one from Kuria West, Kuria East, and Nyatike, and Uriri. Different people, we live in different places. We only know each other because we are forming something that is going to be generational, something that will help the youths. That is why we form this thing. So what brought this is because what brought this is I made certain text which fought against these bloggers and how they use the youths. In the morning, yesterday morning, it was very attacking, by the way, but yet I didn't mention anyone's name. But it was very attacking. It was very right.
What did you say?
I got busy. I think what I said was very obvious. For long we have been used by these politicians. They have our fellow youths working for them, who calls us to certain meetings, sit us down, they be giving a certain amount of money, they take the bigger portion, they leave us with a smaller portion. And this narrative goes on and on and on. These subjects are the same people who are being given these jobs, yet we suffer. And this movement that we are starting is alarming to them. It tells them that their job is now coming to an end, which they don't want. I attacked them, and now they retaliated. That is what they did. And for me, as someone who understands, because
they really did.
But then they retaliated, and people are starting to believe. But there are others who still believe that is what happened. And for me, I was still at home. I was just chilling in my bed, trying to listen to a good music. But that happened. Amaru Shakur. A very good man. So every person who is trying to bring change must encounter setbacks. That is something that we must be ready for. We must encounter setbacks, and these setbacks builds us for the future. If in case you haven't passed these obstacles, I think it's going to be hard for you wherever we are going. Because for you to be for Raila to be Raila, I say, I know people hate him now because of whatever he did. He had to do whatever he had to do to survive. He's a man, he's a human being, he had to survive. For him to be there, he had to be arrested for those 8 years being saved. He had to go through those torture for him to be Raila, the man he is. He's enjoying the fruits of his labor, let's say, because he's a man who has suffered for this nation. For Gen Zs to be Gen Zs, for Gen Zs to have this name, they had to pass that 2024, 25th June protest. For them to have this name, agencies appeared all over. You see, a Gen Z, you must fear them. You must give them opportunity to speak. So, but before as they were starting, they were met with challenges. Yes. We have also been Gen Zs. There are stupid politicians who are saying that they have also been Gen Zs, not knowing that each and every generation era has its own name. We have baby boomers, we have the millennials, we have those of 1940s, the dead whatever. That generation. We have the alphas, and now say that we have the beta. Some generation is going to come out to call them beta. So with them they are saying, even us we have been Gen Zs. You won't tell us, not knowing that we are in a different era. We were born in an era where education was free. Most of us are learned. So you can't speak to us the same way you used to speak with the people who are enjoying milk. Free milk. They used to enjoy free milk, not free education. But with us, we came in an era where there was free education. We went to school, we were school. There was some, not that everyone got that knowledge, but there was some knowledge instilled in us. We read books, which spoke of the injustices and
technology came, and
technology
now we
came in another way. YouTube was born.
Yeah.
WhatsApp,
WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok,
and so Tabi. So don't expect that you want to rule us the same way you rule those people. We are different. That is something that the government must understand. And that is something that the Gen Zs must understand. Before someone tells you that, the people you are saying this and this about, they used to fight for us when this and this person was in power. We were not there. Maybe we
must understand. We must all understand. Maybe to join, in our technological ways, and we just support them because people are fighting. People are fighting at home. We are allowed. Even Israel was fighting Russia. Israel was fighting Iran. They never literally went there because there's countries. There's countries. It's not like Israel and Iran are borders. No. There are countries in between, and we're fighting. We are different era. We can fight and end without even going to the next country.
But they should be judging us by what happened then while we were not there. Let them judge us with what is happening now.
What is being seen.
Right now, we can really mess up your self-esteem through just a text. Just a text. So we are different.
We are the ones who are tweeting. We are the ones who are writing. So when Ojwang died, we had to speak against this brutality because I don't know who is going to be picked next. Maybe it is me because I'm also a Twitter. Maybe it is that my neighbor because he's also a Twitter and he tweets these things. Maybe aggressively. I don't know how these people get them. They just tweet softly and say that whatever you're doing is wrong. They come for you. The Subaru boys, they are already there.
But according to me, I feel like for you to get to a state where like people like Ruto, Raila are, because these are people who are abused on a day-to-day basis. We see insults thrown to Ruto, Raila, Gachagua, and they're just silent. So I think it's a process for you to adapt to this. There are people who are just born and they're given power. They've not been through that. They've not crossed that ocean where you see when you are in the ocean and there are a lot of waves. They were traveling in the ocean when the current was just calm. But then when they got on the other side, they found power. But then here comes a case where we have Ruto, Raila. They've been in the ocean at its worst and at its best. So they really can restrain their emotions, and they know when to act and when to stay calm. And I feel like those who've been chosen to these various offices, they're just people who've been picked from I don't know where. They are not really learned.
They haven't faced the challenges. They haven't built themselves for those.
Kibe anasema we are ruled by watu wase wa home. Kibe sema hivyo like yo manzi unajiza ama leaders wote tuko na hapa hivi. Hatuna leader wote mnaweza rule Gen Z. Gen Z ni maboys wa tao. Gen Z ni maboys wa tao. Sisi au leaders wote ni watu wa home. Walikuja hapa na hanga nyingine ya kugeuza home. Na after kugeuza home, so they want to change more than home.
Absolutely.
Because you want to change one thing, then I can change this, then I can do this. And human ones are insatiable. So if you think, it's like renting a house. Unaanza na nyumba TV, usharent nyumba, then you like, you know what, nafani ni buy kiti. Nikiwa kiti moja si mbaya. You buy the one chair and then you're like, okay, one chair, some job come, let me buy two. You buy two, then two ni nzuri, but let's una buy the full set at a 7-seat. Okay, sawa, let me do now the kitchen. Japo hivi nafani piki. So hakuna siku yenye utawai buy vitu zote kwa nyumba yako.
Absolutely.
There's no way. Even Even the richest person in the world is still buying something kwa nyumba yake yenye haiko, imagine. So it's like just like there's no day mimi naona ni kama there's no day that tutaisema that now this is the perfect government. And I'm not supporting this government, by the way. I'm just saying that politicians, mimi naona ni kama mtu anafaa kuja na agenda yake. Na at least you focus on, kama ulisema we are giving you we're giving you the rule, just to rule us 5 years like the president, na aseme Ruto akuje tu na agenda yake, na aseme you know what, mimi sisi fanya hizo vitu zote, I can't solve all your problem, but I can promise you of two: there will be no corruption under my rule, and people will be having free education. Hizo mbili, sija promise barabara, sija promise tu ni cheki hizo mtanisamea tu, tafadhalini mtanisamea. Kama ni barabara, kujaribu kuona vile mnatengeneza barabara, mimi nitajaribu, lakini hiyo haiko agenda yangu. But nataka ni make sure kama kuna mtu anasoma na analipia, please come to me, I will make sure you're not paying. And then kama kuna just handle some two problems and leave the others to the next person. Ndio maana wamepewa 5 years. It's not like it's not forever. You're not in power forever. So mimi that is the one thing that lapia campaign strategy pia nakuaga hivyo. Like you must, the obvious thing like roads, education. Hizo ni obvious. Hata wewe sasa ukitaka tu position yote tutambia. Imagine our students are still not even learning in classrooms. So mkinichagua mimi, I will make sure. Those are just campaign strategies. Kila mtu atasema. Everyone atasema. But the best thing that we should be doing is that after kusema hizo zote, si tukue tuna two spearheading things that tunafaa tufanye. Na mtu anaona yenyewe
kuna change.
Enyewe kwa leadership yake, yes, kulikuwa na abductions, yes, kulikuwa na whatever, yes, kulikuwa watu wameuliwa, but
he did this and
mtu alifanya hizi vitu mbili perfectly, na tumwachilie. Na hizo ndio vitu zalisema yata deliver. Kwa mtu mwenye unaweza kwa 1 year leo check hii ni roads, mimi msinisumbue, hii ni roads, tafadhalini. Unamaliza roads, kesho next year hii ni education.
Actually
I think it's better to focus on one problem, solve it, the next one solve it, the next one solve it. So hata kama your whatever your term limit itafika point yenye imefika 10 years and you just solve zote, at least
I was saying that let's go back to history.
Yes.
And let's reflect on this say. They always say that if you move to Rome, do what the Romans do. Second to history, Ruto, our president right now, Mr. President, used to be agricultural whatever minister, agriculture minister. Where he worked with someone called a member of parliament now. He worked with someone. Karoli used to work in that office, by the way. You know Karoli? Karoli is MP for Suba South. Yeah, Suba South. And Suba South still has the very problem it had before Karoli was there, and they are complaining.
But now Mbadi is also coming from.
Mbadi is also coming from Suba South. Mbadi is there. Finance minister. Ruto was found himself or indulged into corruption while in agricultural sector. And Raila himself, as the Prime Minister, wrote him a notice to step down. And he complained that he can't step down because Kibaki was the president. And the Kibaki must intervene is when he steps down. Again, he had to step down because Raila was also... That was a bipartisan whatever government. Everyone has power. The Prime Minister, just like Israel. Israel has a minister and a president. But for now, who is vocal? The Prime Minister, who is Benjamin Netanyahu. They are both...
I don't even know the president of...
they have a president and the Prime Minister. No one, even India has a president who is a woman, and they have a Prime Minister. Modi is the Prime Minister, but Modi is the most vocal. I don't know how the system works, but I think they share government. But I think the president is the most powerful. Just like Bangladesh the other day, they got through the president. The Prime Minister, not the president. The president was left again in power. He's the one who dissolved the parliament, the president, because he was there. So Ruto by then was indulged in corruption. We've known him. We grew up, we knowing this truth. The same Ruto was a vice president. there was this land that it's been saying they grabbed. This land, Langata Primary. Students went to demonstrate.
And there was also a scandal.
And you know, these are the very kids that today are grown. These very kids that demonstrated then, that tear gassed then, are the very kids that are now grown, that are now taking it to the streets, airing their grievances. And I said, these are wounds that have not yet healed. And that is why. That is one of the reasons. So we've known this man. What do we expect from this man? Tell me. Okay, yes, you know him as someone who loves church. You know him very well. Yeah, he loves church. He's a God-fearing man. Let's say that. And I don't know how a God-fearing man does all these things that he's doing. I don't know. Unless there's another God.
He's an all-around person. Umeona mtu all-around.
All-around man.
Ako street smart, ako education smart, ukienda kwa church, uko fiti, ukienda kwa uthegi, ako wash. No, ako sawa. Yani
there's a verse I read. There's a verse I read. I was speaking about being prayerful, praying. And it attacked again lazy people. That is very bad to say they pray. But don't just pray and relax. Please at least do something. You know, Ruto is such a man that prays, but it does the opposite. Because tell me why.
I'm not praying for a take action, say.
Yeah. Okay. It takes action. It does the opposite. It does the opposite.
Kama naomba eti aende manze Mungu, kesho nataka kwenda Nairobi. Kesho anaamka anaenda Sirari.
Yeah. Yes. You know, there's this thing of barabara.
Anachanganya Mungu na Mungu pia kule. Mzee ni aje?
I don't know if our president is just confused or because the president has advisors. I don't know if it's the advisors.
Now advisors like Moses.
So Oski, the whoever, the president advises his advisors on how to advise him. Oski advises his advisors on how to advise him.
But it's very questionable whatever is happening. The other days it was in Oma Bay. It was in Oma Bay.
Sahi Raila pia venye ule pia alisema sahi Raila ametulia because he's observing table manners.
He's observing table manners.
Kabisa.
Exactly. Tell me why the other day Ruto came to Oma Bay. A very good gentleman. The Oma Bay people welcomed the president. These are one. We are one. Then it didn't take 6 days for Yanga to be abducted in the same county. And it's been abducted a reason related to someone who is Ruto's close trust person. Then it turned out
Umsalisha resigned, right?
No.
Luther.
He hasn't resigned.
Then this person
ends up dying.